Hello, guys. I'm sorry, give me just a second. Gotta let Instagram know that we're going live. Goodness. Do 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 do. There we go. What's that? Hmm. Okay. Let's share. And there we go. Let's get into it. Shoot. Hmm. Starting from where we left off. Uh, okay, what we gotta do next? Okay. Well, yeah, well. Did we order all our stuff already? I don't think we did. It don't save it. Okay, it doesn't save anyway. I forgot. Yeah. Oh, to-do list. That's what we need. Raise 60,000 on Slick Starter. Buy outer casing and gadget components from the auction. Oh, is it the wrong buttons? Need for stage 3 outer components, welding machine, ladder. Okay. Okay. Ah. Spam click it. Okay. Buy outer casing and gadget component from the auction. So, outer components, welding, ladder. Atomic bomb skeleton from movie set. Sure. Ah. And 5-year usage rights for the word banana. Antique leather. Bound Latin manuscript. Philosopher's stone. And pin grenade from World War II in a jar. Half-eaten cookie. With Kojima spot marks. Schrodinger's box. Late 19th century formal evening glove. Okay. I bought it right. I think so. Oh, cool. Ooh, what do I need right now? Here we go. Gotta put the rails on the atom bomb. Oh, I need a welding machine too. I've been welding all day. Speaking of welding all day, so I was outside building a like a trailer for the four-wheeler, a portable trailer. The what if the other kind of trailer is there? And I got my building my workshop yesterday, and apparently there was a yellow jacket's nest I did not see, and I got lit up. Come on, do something. So yeah, this morning I went to Lowe's to get some wasp and hornet spray, and I went scorched earth on them. Let's go get our welding machine, shall we? Do do do. Well, okay. Grab the ladder. Oh no. What's happened to me? What's happened to me? Oh, my GoPro went off. Oh. Um. Okay. Hang on just a second. Okay, let's try a different chord. Please hold. Yeah, it looks like it's working. Okay. I made it to get an actual webcam. Hmm. There we go. I think we're back. Uh, hmm. Weird. It says it's too hot. It's I'm feeling it right now. It's not even warm. Hmm. You know what? We're just gonna play the game right now. Okay. Now it seems to be working. Of course. Of course. Of course. Of course. Okay. Okay. I guess we're back. Fantastic. Yeah, we're good. Okay. Okay, just the one thing. Ooh, I better go to sleep. 99. Oh, it's a brand new day. It's a brand new day. If anybody's actually interested in watching me, well, go watch my trailer build video, which we put in the second part to that series should be going up tomorrow. If not, wait, yeah, it'd be tomorrow for sure. Boob covers. Okay. Boob cover. False support. So I know I mentioned in the last stream that T.Folse would probably cover something like this if you're into like actual nuclear engineering stuff. And he did. He covered a speed run. So yeah, go check it out. Where's that piece at? Triangle piece? You're not triangle. It is triangle piece, right? Oh no, it needs. Was that hexagonal or octagonal? Hexagonal or octagonal? Hexagonal. None of these are octagonal. Pentagonal. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is the pentagonal. Here we go. Sometimes you just gotta build a nuclear bomb in your backyard. Now all these that intercept with this should be octagonal. If I remember how the geometry works here. And then our next piece after this one should be hexagonal. I keep saying octagonal when I mean pentagonal. Or I keep saying something. That should be, yeah. I guess I didn't need another one. Yeah, I think that's the pentagonal. Yeah. And then ox, or hex. And pent. Then hex. Then pent. Wait, was that pent that I just put in? I don't remember. Ox. I mean, hex. Then we put the Z coordinate in. And then that's is pent. That was hex. And this is pent. Hex. Pent. Hex. Pent. Pent. Hex. Pent. Hex. Pent. Should go right. One of these should go right in the middle on the top. What's it calling for now? Just wanting to finish up our hex. Yeah, just doing Cool. More casing pieces. Well, now move the ladder. Here we go. Listen, I may not be a smart man, but I know with just TNT on the other side of this, probably, just saying, probably don't want to just start welding. But what do I know? What do I know? You know, I did that. I moved it over here from this spot, knowing that I have to weld this one too. Well, cool. Okay. Wiring. Oh my god. This wiring, or is it deck cord? Probably deck cord, right? Trigger wires. There's one of these running to a charge for every of our octagonal things, maybe. Hex and pentagonal things. I don't know. I don't feel like there was this many of them, but maybe there was. Get everything. Looks like it. Put our fins in. We need some fireball tool clamps to hold these in place. And some squares. The magic square, is that what their one's called that you can adjust? Is it really called a square if you can adjust it at a square? I don't know. So I haven't watched like the conclusion to this game, so I don't know what actually happens when you're done. But I am excited to find out. Take a smoke. Got our parts from seeing cut sand, I guess. Can I go ahead and throw that on there, or do I have to wait? Guess I have to wait till I weld it. Yeah. Some of these are just like tacks, it feels like. Let me back in there. Oh, I didn't get the ones on the bottom. I'm gonna have to go take another nap, I go. Take another sleep for a little bit. Where's our neighbor at? Has he said anything? Yeah, let's see what he says. Have you noticed any weird things happening lately? And weird things happening in your yard lately? Like what? My daisy's mutated. It literally cursed at me yesterday. Huh. No, nope. Mine still behave. Uh-uh. Must be the air pollution. Nothing is organic these days. Yeah, probably. Hey again, lately, whenever you close your eyes, do you see the beaches of Fiji and get this weird penny taste in your mouth? No, not Fiji. I wonder if it's a new outbreak. Health insurance probably won't cover this. Probably right. Some iced tea. Refreshing. Huh. We should really start closing our doors before we go to bed. Oob. All those welds are on the inside. Well, okay. I'm just gonna say this welding helmet ain't worth a crap. It ain't darkening at all. Should've got a Sentinel or whatever Miller has these days. 3M speed glass. I've got the Sentinel from ESOG, which doesn't matter. Okay, I think we got this done. It's been a long day. Take a photo. Thank you for smoking. Uh, get it. Yeah, okay. There we go. Oh boy. She sure is pretty. Got sweaty. Hmm. I see the light. Rent prices finally dropped. France surrendered. In a completely unexpected turn of events, France has officially surrendered today. The most confusing part of the situation is absolutely no one is attacking them right now. President. I know nukes the best. In a recent statement, the president proudly declared that he knows nuclear explosions better than anyone else in the world. He confirmed that the foreign country is responsible for the recent blast and promised a massive attack very soon. However, before starting the war, he mentioned one small priority, even though it has absolutely nothing to do with the nuclear issue. The president stated that his government must first carefully inspect the oil and natural resources of every single country. Well, of course. Rent prices finally dropped. Yesterday, a nuclear bomb completely vaporized the city. According to our sources, it was an atomic bomb built by a random guy in his backyard. Surprisingly, the funds needed for this project were all collected on Slickstarter. Reports show some people donated because they thought it was a funny parody, while others backed the project simply because they love spending money on the internet. Of course. The good news is that there will be absolutely no traffic or school shootings in the city for a very long time. The bad news, experts warn that the radiation will cause a massive increase in people playing MOBA and cozy games in their surrounding areas. To make sure nuclear explosions never happen again, the government has officially banned all backyards. Citizens who currently own a backyard must either permanently close it down immediately or hire a full-time government officer to watch over it. You can place your advertisement here or some, I don't know. I'm intern. Chess 2 released after a long wait. After a long break, the developer of Chess is back to announce that the highly anticipated sequel. The creator decided to update the classic game to please a new generation of young addicts with completely fried dopamine receptors. To keep young players entertained, Chess 2 introduces a brand new roguelike mode pack with a giant random number spawning all over the screen and aggressively flashing lights. Yeah, it needs more money, of course. Following recent events, innocent AI companies reported feeling deeply saddened to recover from the terrible emotional damage they have. Emotional damage. They have made a few simple requests from the government. The companies requested that a 500 billion spending allowance and 15 natural water springs. The the Nothing Dam Palace and lives of everyone over the age of 40 who does not currently have life insurance. Dang. Okay. Whatever, dude. Cool. Show. I guess that was. If I would have known that we had that much left, I probably would have just went ahead and played it last time. It's gonna land on leave a review, isn't it? Of course it is. 100% legit. I'm not rigged. Okay.
Hello everyone, my name is Sir Spooks and today we'll take a look at 25 scary videos. But before we begin, make sure to subscribe to my channel for more scary content. Alright, with that said, let's begin. The first story we'll be taking a look at today comes to us from the TikTok account Jack-O-Lantern Stories and features an alleged poltergeist encounter. The video begins with the homeowner standing at the top of a staircase, while strange knocking noises can be heard coming from somewhere downstairs. Curious about where the sounds are coming from, he heads downstairs to investigate. He also makes it clear that he's home alone, meaning there shouldn't be anyone else in the house making the noises. As he approaches the kitchen, he calls out hello, before things take a very strange turn.
Can you hear banging coming from downstairs? It woke me up this morning, but there shouldn't be anybody down here. Hello? Oh my god. Hello? Hello? What the Will, you okay? Hello? Oh my god, what's going on?
Out of nowhere, a wine glass is sent crashing to the floor. Just a few seconds later, a coffee cup on the table appears to move on its own. Then, as if that wasn't enough, a faint mumbling voice can be heard on the recording, adding one final layer of mystery to the incident.
Hello?
The combination of the knocking sounds, the moving objects, and the strange voice is what makes this clip stand out from many other alleged hauntings online. Of course, not everyone is convinced. The video has an old film-style filter applied over the footage, which certainly makes it feel less authentic. Some viewers also believe the entire incident could have been staged. Even so, the combination of the events captured in such a short span of time is what keeps people debating the clip. Interestingly, the uploader mentions in the description that he owns a fairly large collection of allegedly haunted artifacts. Whether that has anything to do with what was captured here is impossible to say, but it's certainly an intriguing detail. So what do you think happened inside this house? Was something paranormal making its presence known, or is there another side to the story? Let me know your theories in the comments. Over on TikTok, a user known as the Black Orchard Films posted a video in June of 2020. In which he explains that he was simply sitting on the couch one afternoon, getting ready to watch some TV. What started out as a completely ordinary moment quickly became something much stranger when he happened to notice something in the reflection of the television screen.
Am I tripping or is that? There's someone sitting on my couch, but like, there's no one there. What? But like, there's no one there. There's no one on the couch. Oh my God, it's gone.
As you can see, the reflection appears to show a dark, human-shaped figure sitting on the couch. The uploader immediately turns around to check behind him, only to reveal that the couch is completely empty. What's especially interesting is what happens next. After showing the couch, he turns back toward the television, but this time the figure is gone. In the description of the video, the uploader writes, quote, "The house is old, located in Appalachia, that Reddit user Runs with Scissors posted a video to his account a few months ago showcasing a piece of home security camera footage that was recorded late at night outside the front of his house. The video begins relatively uneventfully, with everything appearing calm and quiet on what seems to be a completely ordinary night. But before long, something strange happens. Right around here, the gate leading onto the porch can be seen opening by itself before eventually closing again. What's especially interesting is that, according to the uploader, the gate is secured with a latch and isn't supposed to open unless the latch is first released. As if that wasn't strange enough, the swing can later be seen moving on its own, while a series of odd noises can be heard somewhere in the distance. The combination of the gate, the swing, and the unexplained sounds is what has left many viewers wondering exactly what was happening outside the house that night. Of course, there could be a more ordinary explanation behind some of what we're seeing, but if the uploader is correct about the gate requiring the latch to be released first, that detail certainly makes the footage more difficult to explain. Whatever happened here, it's easy to see why the homeowner found the footage unsettling after reviewing it. So what do you think was captured on this security camera? Was something unseen wandering around the property, or is there another explanation for the strange activity? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. On August 14th, 2023, a TikTok user known as Mima Giovanna posted a video to her account showing her and a friend standing outside late at night. For most of the clip, the two appear to be having a conversation while the camera records the area around them. Everything seems completely normal at first, but then something unusual suddenly enters the frame.
Malam ini indah sekali, guys. Tapi kalau di sini nggak kelihatan ada bulan sama bintang. Naon itu?
Right around the 9-second mark, a small white figure can be seen darting across the street at high speed, causing Mima to immediately react in shock before the video cuts off moments later. Because the object moves so quickly and the footage is fairly blurry, it's difficult to get a clear look at exactly what was captured. Even at night, was it something? The official United States Department of War website recently released another UAP of 2024. For the first few seconds, the screen is split into two different. What do you make of this one? Could this be something truly unexplained, or is there another possibility behind what was recorded? The footage begins with her quietly making her way through the house while recording on her phone. The reason quickly becomes apparent as a series of unusual noises can be heard coming from somewhere inside. Trying to figure out where they're coming from, she follows the sounds until they lead her to the bathroom. As she approaches the doorway, she notices the shower curtain moving on its own while the strange noises continue.
The 2006 volleyball incident. On July 2nd, 2017, an anonymous user posted a thread on 4chan's paranormal board saying, "How does one live after taking the red pill on the 2006 volleyball incident?" Now, if you're wondering what that incident was, it's a strange and disturbing story. The post was referring to a supposed mass shooting where a gunman killed 14 people during a high school volleyball game in either South Dakota or Nebraska back in 2006. But here's where things get strange. If you search for any information about it online, you'll find nothing. No news articles, no official casualty reports, nothing. Just conspiracy theory websites and the occasional Reddit post asking if it even happened. It's like the whole event either never existed or was somehow erased from history. But despite the silence online, there are many people who claim they remember hearing about it. Some even say they were at Mount Rushmore around that time and heard a report about it on the radio. For a long time, the only evidence of the incident on the internet was this still frame from a home video that was supposedly taken just before the incident with the date September 27, 2006 embedded on it. That is, until some ordinary gamer, a YouTuber who often dives into dark web rabbit holes, discovered more evidence. While browsing the Late Nights forum on a 4chan-like site, he came across the gruesome pictures of a bloody school gym that were allegedly taken soon after the shooting had already happened.
So right here, let's go down a little bit over here. They've got 2006 volley. Oh my god. Oh, we're gonna have to blur this one. Jesus Christ, that's actually like death footage. I think I remember this. I was searching around for some sort of proof of this happening, and apparently it's a snippet from a home video. Oh my god. We have to blur that out. I gotta make sure we note that, blur it real quick. Let me add that to the notes here. Jesus, it's like an actual straight up bloody massacre. It's like VHS recorded. This has to be from like a movie. There's no way. This has to be from like some movie. It's crazy as hell. That it's got like a CBI not for release. Like I assume CBI stands for like some sort of a governmental organization or something. That is so messed up. I feel like I should have known this or something. I don't even know if that's like a conspiracy. How is that a conspiracy? It's actually like death put, unless it's from like some movie or something that we don't know about. Jesus Christ. That is actually the most chilling thing I've seen. We're like 5 minutes into this recording, and already it's just like death footage has hit the building.
In the bottom right corner was the text CBI not for release, which I'll do my best to show you while blurring everything else out. This has led to some pretty wild theories being spread all over the internet. According to the most popular ones, the incident did happen, but it was covered up by the American government. As the story goes, the government was trying to assassinate someone who was attending this high school volleyball game. Things got out of hand, however, and a lot of the young volleyball players were caught in the crossfire. And since this would have caused tons of backlash from the public, the government instructed the news media to not talk about the story and also paid the victims' families to keep them quiet. However, while the US government is no stranger to covering up the truth, I have to admit, this one is quite far-fetched. Keeping something this big under wraps for so long feels pretty out there. At some point, you'd think the truth would slip out. A somewhat more reasonable theory is that this is a classic case of the Mandela effect, where large groups of people collectively misremember something. And coincidentally enough, I actually did find a similar incident that happened in 2006 in that region. In the Platte Canyon High School situation, 53-year-old Dwayne Roger Morrison took 7 female students hostage, attacked them, and ended up shooting one of them. This also took place on September 27, 2006, which is the same date on which the alleged photo was taken before the incident. Its location in Colorado might also explain why people from the Midwest remember hearing about it on the news. But there are some major differences. Most notably, the Platte Canyon incident had nothing to do with a volleyball game, and there was only one death. But in saying all of that, the most likely scenario is that all of this is a hoax. While researching this incident, I came across an interesting post on the forum Above Top Secret from 2017. In this post, the OP was talking about creating a hoax in which multiple school shootings happened in 2006 in tiny towns, but any information relating to these incidents has been mysteriously erased from the public record. But if that's the case, the images that some ordinary gamer came across, where did they come from? Considering it's been over 7 years since this first contraction on the internet, it's unlikely we'll ever know the answer to this disturbing internet rabbit hole. Grave robbing for morons. On August 8, 2014, a user by the name Simon Pred J posted a video on YouTube titled Grave robbing for morons. This was a digital re-upload of a very old VHS video, an extremely chilling one at that. In it, a young man goes into disturbing detail explaining step by step how to rob graves and sell the remains on the black market.
Grab it by the eyes or the nose. You pull it out, put your finger all the way in. There's nothing there that will hurt you at all. Or you have to make sure of that. There's nothing that can hurt you. Do not be afraid. Pull it out like that. Do not pull it by the teeth, or else it'll break out like that, and you will have holes.
What makes this video even more unsettling isn't just its content, but the mystery surrounding it. No one knows who the man in the video is. To this day, his identity remains unknown and no one has come forward to claim responsibility. This has left the internet in two fiercely opposing camps. Some believe this is authentic footage of a real grave robber. Others argue it's an obscure horror short crafted purely for shock value. Surprisingly, I came across evidence that supports both sides of the argument while researching this topic. One undeniable fact, however, is that the original video is extremely old. The earliest mention of its title, Grave Robbing for Morons, I found on the internet was a now defunct online store for horror VHS tapes called Shocking Videos. This website listed the tape for sale in April of 2003, stating, "What we have here is genuine camcorder footage of a drunken teenage stutterer giving a half-hour lecture on how to steal body parts from graveyards for fun and profit while holding a fresh, rotting skull in his hands." That said, the original video is likely from the late 80s.